I am Michael Arana. I am the founder of this channel, the leader of this channel, and the spokesperson for the over 8,000 subscribers who call themselves citizens and people of the Arana Nation, one of the mightiest nations on YouTube. Yesterday and so ago, Justin, the long-haired Macdaddy of Canada, Trudeau, had the RCMP strong arm an old woman who was heckling him, asking very legitimate questions in regards to immigration. These were very, very legitimate questions, and it has gotten so bad that the mainstream media, which is controlled by many dark forces, are doing their best now to destroy this woman's reputation. Whether she's a member of some sort of fascist organization, racist, or far right-wing, we really don't know. But that is not the point. The point is, what was asked at the time could not have given the Macdaddy or any of his whores that were at the event any reason to believe that she was any sort of fascist in any way. However, what proceeded after the incident gives everyone throughout the world notice and reason to believe that this Macdaddy and his government are a bunch of fascists, and that Canada right now is run by an evil, disgusting, deadbeat, mongrelized fascist organization which does not serve the people of Canada, but instead serves the rest of the world and has done everything it can to shun the people of Canada and lift up the rest of the world. And when I say the rest of the world, I mean the dark corners of our planet. But let's get on to what we have to get on with. This woman was tackled, jostled, and eventually thrown out of this rally that the long-haired Macdaddy was speaking to, a rally filled with his whores as usual. We don't know what happened to the woman afterwards, but he has consistently defended this action. Now, what I have to say is this. First of all, a poll has come out saying that Canadians are increasingly concerned about the methods to which this so-called government has dealt with immigration in this country. Canadians are growing sick and tired of paying the hotel fee for illegal immigrants coming into this country who have already broken our laws and are now getting free hotels and that are being paid for by our tax dollars. Canadians are sick of that. Canadians are sick and tired of refugees to this country getting free laptops, free dental care, and free college tuition when no Canadians receive that, even some of the most destitute. Many Canadians don't have 2 pennies to rub together within their hand, and yet they don't even receive a pittance of what refugees, so-called refugees in this country, receive. And then free hotels for illegal aliens. Meanwhile, many Canadians last winter died out in the freezing cold because they had nowhere to go. My friends, and now people are beginning to question this. Everywhere the long-haired Macdaddy goes, he is being heckled and he is being called out, rightfully so. Now the long-haired Macdaddy knows he is cornered, so he is using the RCMP, a once very fine establishment and organization, to jostle people who disagree. And not only that, they refuse to show badges or uniforms or any such things. The person who jostled this old lady was wearing a dirty backpack and baggy clothing. He looked like a typical Trudeau whore. Nobody could ever tell that he was the RCMP. Can you imagine if he had done something like that to me? Me thinking that he's just another Trudeau whore in the audience, not a member of the law enforcement, and I punched him in the face. Then people would say that I attacked an officer, not knowing that this was an officer. He refused to show any form of identification proving to be RCMP. And I'm actually doubting whether or not this was an RCMP or indeed a security forces member. What you need to do, because the Macdaddy stopped listening to Canadians years ago. You need to go down to the comment section of this video, and if you haven't done so already, you have to fill out that petition to hold the long-haired Macdaddy accountable for his high crimes and misdemeanors against women, specifically the woman who accused him of sexual harassment in BC. He has gotten away with it, and many people have done far less than what this woman claimed he did and have gotten harsher punishments. Nothing has occurred, and he needs to be held accountable to it. And when that happens, other things are sure to follow. Just like the Russia investigation. People are now uncovering all sorts of stuff about Donald Trump. Whether they're true or not, we don't know. But at least there's a discussion. The same thing needs to happen to this dirty, stinking, two-timing, long-haired Macdaddy from the pit of hell. Or as I like to call him, the son of Satan. Sign that petition and hold this long-haired Macdaddy accountable. He already has to answer the petition. It was on the news the other day. There were over 2,000 signatories already, and that gives it more than enough to have the government, to require the government to answer the petition. We need more signatures. We need to make our voices heard, not just so that we can see the man be accused, be held responsible, and ask questions, and answer whether or not he has groped a woman, but to make sure that all other incidences, including, I would say, treason, are also held to account. I am Michael Arana, and this is the Arana Nation.